Hello everyone, and welcome to my guitar lesson for the song Acid Rain by Silverchair. And unlike a lot of Silverchair songs from this era, this song is in standard tuning. So tune your guitar to standard tuning and we'll get started. The intro, actually the entire song, is really simple. There's not much to it, so this shouldn't take too long. But I'll just play each part and then I'll show you how it is. So this is how the intro goes. Well, that's the first part of the intro anyway. All that is G power chord, which is 3 on the low E, 5 on the A. Hit that 5 times, and then the F sharp power chord, which is the same thing, down 1 fret twice, and then the A chord, which is open on the A string, 2 on the D string. So all together. So the next part of the intro is pretty much the main riff of the song, or at least the signature riff of the song, and it's pretty simple. It goes like this. And all that is open and then choke it. So just sort of cut it off by muting it with your fingers. Then open again. 5 hammer onto 7 on the low E, and then 5 on the A like this. Then open again. 5 to 7 on the low E, 5 to 7 on the A. So all together slowly it'll be like this. And that repeats 4 times I think in the intro. And then we come to the verse riff. So the verse riff is just even simpler. It's just 3 power chords, or sorry, 3 open chords, and all it is the E or E minor. It depends on how you want to play it. It's actually easier to play the E minor with just 1 finger, so that'd be open low E, 2 on the A, 2 on the D. So just sort of bar it with your finger, and if you lift your finger up so that it's not muting the high E and B strings, your finger will most likely mute the G string on its own if you just leave it like that, and that will leave you a nice open E minor chord like so. It sounds better under distortion than an actual E minor would. So next chord is a G, and G is usually played 3 on the low E, 2 on the A, 3 on the B, and 3 on the high E, like this. But again, under distortion, if you take off your first finger on the 2 on the A string and mute the A string with your middle finger, then it sounds like a big chord under distortion, like so. So just for comparison, if you had that 2 down, it would sound like this. So you can hear the dissonance, and it just sounds a lot smoother if you just leave off your first finger. So then after that, the third chord is a D, and that's 2 on the G string, 3 on the B string, and I found that it sounds better if you mute the high E completely. You can include the high E, which would be 2nd fret on the high E for the full D chord, and it'd be like this. But again, I find it smoother if you just mute the high E with your other fingers, so it sounds like this. And that's all there is to the verse. E minor, and G, and D. And repeat. So that's it for verses. The chorus riff is just the intro riff sort of spliced together. So it's like you'll play the first part of the intro for the chorus, and or actually that riff breaks up the verse. So you'll hear it after he sings a verse, and then he'll sing another verse before he gets into the chorus. So when you actually get to the chorus, you'll hear this part, same thing, and then he'll go into the other part of the chorus. So he'll play that part twice, but on the second time he plays it, instead of doing that, he'll go, which is just open, 5, hammer on a 7, and then 5 again on the low E. And then back to. So you'll hear that for the chorus. Now, after the chorus, when you hear him sing "Falls Down Slowly," it's the same chords as the verse riff, it's just played at different rhythms. So it's the E minor, E minor followed by the G and the D, just played a little bit quicker together. So in that fashion. So that's pretty much it for the song. All that's left is the solo, so we'll do that next. Now the solo is just as easy as the rest of the song, honestly. There really isn't much to it. So you go to the 14th fret of the D, or sorry, the 12th fret of the D, and you're going to hammer on to the 14th of the D like this. Hit it again, and then, so actually this is a little hard to explain as I go, so I'll show you how the first section is played, and we'll go from there. So 12 to 14 on the D, and then repeat that, and then that high note is 12 on the G, back down to 14. So that repeats 3 times. And then the 4th time it goes like this. Simple. Instead of just 12 on the G back to 14 on the D, you would go 12 to 14 on the G back to 12 on the G. So that's the first half of the solo. The second half starts the same way. You would repeat the 12 to 14 3 times like so. And then on the 4th time it would go like this. So slowly that'll be 12 to 14 on the D, sorry, messed up that a little bit, but it's 12 to 14 on the D, then 12 on the G, 14 on the G, and bend it up, hit the 15 on the B with your pinky, and keep that 14 on the G bent. So hit the 14 again and let the bend go. 12 on the G. Now if you have quick fingers, you could hop down to 12 on the D for the last note. but when I try that, it just sounds cut off, so I prefer to go down to 7 on the G. So it just sort of sounds a little smoother when I do it. Either way, it's the right note. So that's all there is to the solo. At the end of the song, there are a few little wheedly bits, and they're all from the pentatonic scale at the 12th position. So I can't even do that right. Let's try that again. So any one of those notes in any order would pretty much handle all the wheedly bits at the end. I'm not going to go over those exactly because it's just, it's pretty random. So anyway, that's it for Acid Rain, guys. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Hope you got something from it, and see you next time. Take it easy.